Okay, I have a project today. This is a brush pile that I had put back here a couple of years ago. And so what I was doing was off in this area over here, which I've been in the process of clearing with my brush cutter on my skid steer over the last couple of weeks. But years ago, I came in here before I had my brush cutter, and I was just using the bucket on my skid steer, my tooth bucket. And I was taking down small trees and dead trees and things like that. And I was kind of pushing everything off out into this open area with the intentions of burning it. And I did burn it a time or two, but then I kept adding on to it. Now it's just gotten to a point where I just want this brush pile gone at this point. And so, as a matter of fact, I haven't even done much with it, where a tree has actually grown right up through the middle of it. I don't know what kind of tree that is, but it's pretty good size. And as I'm in the process of cleaning all this up, I may or may not leave that tree there. We'll see what happens at the end. But the project here is that I have to clean up this brush pile. I'm going to completely get rid of it, smooth all this out, let the grass grow, and just basically turn this in to a nice field back here. As you can see, I got a lot of growth here. Now, that area right over there, that actually goes over onto my neighbor's property. And so one of the other reasons why I'm wanting to clean this brush pile up is because they like to come down here. This is near our lake. Right through these trees, you can see our lake back there. And so essentially we share the lake. The lake actually is on both of our properties. And so they come back here a good bit, and they'll bring their grill down here and they'll cook out and they'll put their canoe in the water and things like that. And it's awesome. And I've been telling them for years that I was going to clean up this brush pile. And like I said, I've burned it, but I've never really completely gotten rid of it. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you can kind of see how it opens up to the lake over here, and it just continues to kind of wrap around the area. So in order for me to get rid of this brush pile, I can't burn right now. We're in a no burning portion of the year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a lot of that debris out of there, and I am going to take it off into a wood line here, kind of deep into this wood line. I have my skid steer here with the brush cutter on the front of it. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to cut a path down through here, straight down into that area down in there where I have placed some debris before. And so I'm going to essentially come through and clean up this area right in through here with the brush cutter, cut a path down through there, and then I'll swap out the brush cutter with a grapple, and probably bring a bucket back here too, and see what I can do about getting rid of that brush pile today. So that is the objective. The tool of choice, of course, is my skid steer S300 with the MTL XCT Extreme Series brush cutter. And I did a video, initial impression of a video with this brush cutter, and I've been using it since then. It's doing awesome. And so we're going to put it to the test here again today.
swapped out the brush cutter and I put the grapple on the machine, and we're gonna see what kind of progress we can make cleaning all this up. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do with the tree yet. That tree grew there while a lot of that was sitting there, and I don't know. Let me clean up around it and then I'll figure out whether or not I want to keep the tree. Okay, I got that area all cleaned up. I decided to leave the tree. I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure it is a tree. I think it's a big weed that just grew up out of that brush pile. I don't know how much of a chance that it has, because it just has kind of a weird trunk system going on right there. And while I was cleaning up some of the brush, some of the roots got dug up. But you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it. And let's just see what happens with it. All right, so we're good. All of that stuff got taken out of there. And the area that I wanted to clean up, I put it all right back into there. I used the brush cutter and I opened that area up and I pushed it all back into there, and we'll just let it compost, and we'll use that as an area in the future if I need to you know, push some other stuff off into the woods. And then we'll see what happens with this tree.